same traditional, just something different. So they had a good jersey sale base with them too. So I don't know the reasoning behind them trying to get rid of it, but I like it. I think it's different. I think it's needed. Everything needs change. So I don't know.
Right. I think that's why people say, it's the no fun league, because they always, whenever something seems like it's fun, they want to shut it down. And I think part of this may be the deal with Fox, where Fox is saying maybe they don't want to have the color rush uniforms, and people that were colorblind were saying that they couldn't see. So,
what?
I guess I get that. If you can't see color, then everything to you is gray. But I think I think they should keep it. Maybe if you don't want to do it every Thursday, you could do it alternate or whatever. But it sounds like it's going to be gone for good. So got to move on.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So we're talking with Terrance Bennett of the TENT Sports Podcast, and you're tuned in to the BS3 Sports Show. I'm your host, Ben BS3. Let's go over to the NBA talk. We got the Pelicans are in the playoffs, so congratulations for that. The Mavs are not in the playoffs. We're not going to talk about that topic. But I wanted to ask you, how did you feel with Boogie going down? How did you feel? How did the kind of Pelicans fans feel when that moment happened?
That was a crazy moment. Boogie was a big attribute to the team. That was hard to see him do that. So everybody put their heads down when that happened. But they killing it right now, man. So and I can imagine if they did a good pickup. I can't think of his name. I can't pronounce his name, but he came from the Bulls.
Meritage.
Yeah, so he came from the Bulls. So that was a good pickup, man. They doing great, man. And I can just only imagine if Boogie was playing with them. So it'd be real crazy. But they doing very, very good.
Yeah, it would be amazing if Boogie was able to somehow come back. Like, when you rupture your Achilles, there's no quick turnaround from that. There's no immediate turnaround. So that sucks that ends up happening.
Right.
Such a great player. But they're right there. They clinched the playoff spot. They're going to be playing. I'm trying to look it up right now. They're going to be playing in the first round.
Portland.
Okay.
Portland, yeah.
Okay. That's going to be an interesting battle between teams right there, especially when you're looking at you got Dame Lillard, who's playing out of this world. You got CJ McCollum on the other side. But I think having Rondo, I think is going to be vital for you guys, because he can change the game. He can change the game anytime with his ability to pass and get into the lane and do whatever.
Yeah, he's smart too, man. He's been there before. That's a plus. He's been there before, so all that's a plus. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, but I think how many games you think this is going to go? Because you got obviously it goes 7 games.
Yeah.
I don't. Here's the other thing before you say that. I don't know who can guard Anthony Davis on the Blazers. There's nobody I can think of off the top of my head that can say that they can shut him down. So they're gonna have to figure out, I guess, double team, triple team. That's the only way I can think they could eliminate AD.
Yeah, he a monster right now, man. I don't think nobody will stop AD, man. He on his best game right now, man. It's crazy. He's just exploding right now. So I don't know what got into him. I don't know if his Boogie got hurt. But he's just playing. He's playing for 2 people, really. Like 2 people in one.
Right,
so,
exactly. That's what I said on one of my shows. I was like, Boogie going down is almost propelled him into winning the MVP. He's not that far away from winning it. Now, we'll talk about that in a second. He's not that far away from winning it, but I think Boogie going down completely changed, I think, his perspective. Because you don't have a second, you don't have a 1B, somebody that you can depend on. He's the man. So I think that almost helped him more than it did kind of harm him this year.
Yeah.
All right. So looking at NBA MVP, a lot of people talking about Harden. Some people talking about Anthony Davis. Some people talking about LeBron. Who's your MVP?
I'm a LeBron fan, definitely. And I like 82, but, it's hard to say, man. All them guys deserve it. So, I don't think it'd be a wrong pick for neither one. Anyone get picked, it'll be a good choice. But, like I said, I'm a LeBron fan. It's kind of hard to say, but it may give it to AD. You know, I can see AD getting it, seeing how it'll be new, something new, good media. So I mean, I can see AD getting it.
Yeah, honestly, I think the NBA feels that they owe James Harden. I don't know why, but I think they feel like in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's gonna get it regardless, just because he didn't get it the last year with Steph, and he is balling out of his mind, but the dude doesn't play any defense at all. That's
right.
the argument against him. A guy that doesn't play defense, how does that guy win the most valuable player? But I think the NBA feels like they owe James Harden right now. So
yeah, I mean, because like I said, AD, man, he playing both sides of the ball. He gonna score.
right.
He gonna play defense and block your shot, hands down. And like LeBron will too. You know, you can't just go up and do a layup on him and he right there by you. He's gonna get swatted out the roof.
Right.
So I mean, like you said, James Harden really don't play that much defense. But like they may owe him something. They may think they owe him something. But I mean, all the time will tell. We'll be able to see him, I guess, in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll definitely know. So there was an interesting story from this week. Andre Ingram, he got called up. The dude spent 10 years in the G League. He got called up, scored 19 points for the Lakers. I've seen that you shared the story on your Instagram, but I think this is an amazing story. I mean, the guy made more in 2 games with the Lakers than he's made in this whole year with the G League. But I wanted to get your thoughts on him and getting this opportunity for him.
I mean, it's a great story, man. Like you said, it's a real great story, man. And I mean, it's a lesson behind all that too. Like, no matter your age, just keep grinding until you get there. But he made it, man. I guess he well deserving of it. He proved himself, man. He scored 19 points. How many rebounds he had? I forgot how many rebounds, but I know he scored 19 points.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, but he killed it, man. He was killing. He a 3-point shooter, man. He played some good defense too, man. Real good defense. So he shot. He ain't really shot me. I kind of had a feeling it would be a great story. He'll go out there and kill it. But yeah, he got the game ball too. So yeah, man, it was a great story.
Yeah. And there was a funny post that one of my Facebook friends put on there with him shooting the ball, because he's kind of got gray hair. So somebody was like, "Yeah, let me shoot you out and shoot this ball here." I mean, it was almost like he was somebody's uncle, which that's almost what he looks like. He could probably be, Brandon Ingram or Lonzo Ball's uncle or something. But I think you got to have these stories in sports. I think you got to have something that people can relate to. And this was a story that everybody can relate to. Somebody coming from nothing basically to something and playing 2 final games with the Lakers, putting up 19 points in the Staples Center. I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it opened doors for him. Like I said, the last 2 games, but it probably opened doors up and get a few years in with the Lakers. So I mean, it just worked out in his favor. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's great. So once again, we're talking with Terrance Bennett of the T-ENT Sports Podcast. Make sure you follow that on iTunes and Google Play. So Russell Westbrook again somehow gets a triple-double. Again, the first player to ever do it. His determination is just out of this world. I mean, the only person I can compare it to, hope everybody doesn't kill me in the chat room, but is Jordan. He has that killer instinct where I'm going to, like he said, somebody asked him about rebounds, and he was like, if nobody else gets the ball, I'm going to go up and get it. That's that mentality that I think no one can really compare to right now. And NBA history, 2 triple-doubles, that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that on you, because he'll try his hardest. I don't care if the team's sorry. I don't care if he got 5 short midgets on his team. He go try to carry him by himself. He don't care. So I mean, I give that killer instinct. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see what their chances are going to be in the playoffs. They got Melo. They have Paul George. I don't know if Andre Robinson's going to be coming back or not, but they've got a pretty decent team, and they're going to be matching up with Utah. Utah is the 5th seed, which that's the crazy thing about the West this year. From like 3 on down, it was all flexible. Any of those teams could have not made it or made it, but that's going to be a fun series to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So out of all the playoff series, which one are you more excited about, or which team are you more excited about to see?
Definitely New Orleans for sure. I
Yeah.
definitely want to see that one, but I mean, definitely LeBron them as well. But I mean, I just want to see some good basketball. Basically, that's pretty much all I want to see, man. I would love to see. Like I said, I just did an interview with LeBron's best friend not too long ago, and we talked about how LeBron is as a person and all that stuff. So I don't like seeing all that hate on LeBron like that. But so I want to see him win another championship. And I'm definitely Anthony Davis, man. I definitely want to see them bring it to New Orleans. So it's kind of in between for me right now.
Yeah. No. So what's coming up next on your podcast that the listeners can be interested in the hearing coming in the near future?
I know Monday I'm dropping Jarro Powell. He played for Auburn, cornerback. He played for the NFL. He played a season with the NFL. Got drafted by the Colts. Then he went to Arizona. Then he played. He played with the Ravens as well. So I got him coming up. I got a lot of stuff coming up actually. I got one of the New Orleans Baby Cakes guys, the head guys out there. I got him in a couple weeks. I got an actor that's on the quad coming up in a few weeks. So like I said, I did LeBron James' best friend Roman Travis. Being him, he was on the Fab Five up with Akron. He played at the University of Akron. Him and LeBron still best friends. I mean, I got a couple good things lined up, man. Previous podcast as well, but definitely check that out.
Yeah, definitely, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We just gonna keep challenging each other. Keep grinding at this, and we will definitely get our opportunity. But I appreciate you for coming on again.
Yeah, and shout out to you too, man. I see you doing big things too.
Yeah, man. I just reach out to everybody. Like I don't care who it is. If they say no, they say no. But I'm gonna ask, and I think that's the mentality of a podcaster, because you don't have, a lot of people don't have this huge contact list, so we just got to continue to build it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, people always hit me up asking, how you get them, man. Like I said, my cousin just passed. He was one of my biggest supporters, so he just told me to keep grinding. And I mean, the last text message he sent me said the same thing, so I ain't got no choice but to get it.
Yeah, and definitely, just again praying for you and your family too. I'm sorry to hear that happened.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But you take care. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll definitely be doing this again.
All right, for sure. All right, Ben.
Take care.
All right, bye.
All right.
That was Terrance Bennett of the T-ENT Sports Podcast. Go check out his show. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on Google Play. You can find it on Podbean. And it's available where most podcasts are available. I love talking sports with that guy. He's in New Orleans, so he is got the pulse of the Saints. He also, I believe, he works part-time with the Pelicans too. So he's definitely a good guest. So, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on in the chat room, for listening to the show. Dollars coming in and always dropping knowledge, dropping nuggets, dropping something to make you think. I love his he challenges you. Also, Vince Wright in here, Big L, Mocha Bella is in the chat room as well. Shout out to everybody that came through. Also to the guests, Elise Amara, Tyjun Mack, as always. We already know Terrance Bennett and Matthew DiBiase. That guy, his expertise, and like you said, he's a historian by trade, so he focuses on the details. Also, Jelani came through, Kevin, Clutch Talk Sports, DJ King Royal, shout out to you. Team Broadcasting Togo came through with some great questions as well. Vince with some great questions. Mocha Bella had some good questions. I appreciate that. That really helps I think the guests know that what they're saying is interesting and that people are listening to what they have to say. Cedric Galloway was also in here. The Podcast Brothers came through as well. They should have a show dropping tomorrow. Also, Vince Wright and DJ Dollars and Cents will be having a show coming up tomorrow. I think Girly Girl also has a show on Sunday. King Royal Nunu